Game 1 of the playoffs, the Fever had nearly 2 million viewers tuning in, while all the other games had around 400,000. Even the WNBA Countdown, which was aired before the Indiana Fever game, had more viewers than 2 of the series.
The league versus Caitlin Clark, and that is just absolutely false. It is unfair to the women that have been there building this league to this moment so that Caitlin Clark's popularity could take it to the next level.
Caitlin Clark won't be stepping onto a WNBA court for the next 23 days, and the timing couldn't be worse. With her playoff run ending,
it's like we're not going to be seeing Caitlin Clark play basketball again for another 200 days. An ESPN reporter said at the end of the Indiana Fever Connecticut Sun Game 2 that Caitlin Clark almost definitely will not be playing basketball this offseason. So no overseas and no 3-on-3 unrivaled.
Fans and analysts are sounding off, with many saying they've lost interest in the WNBA now that Caitlin is out. But let's break down just how massive her influence has been this season, because the numbers are jaw-dropping.
The 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continued to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year.
Believe it or not, her playoff exit stunned fans everywhere. Now the spotlight turns to ESPN voices like Molly Kerrim and Monica McNutt, who are asking the big question, with Caitlin sidelined, who truly carries the face of the WNBA? Without her, attendance numbers are projected to hit season.
If Caitlin, in every post-game press conference, she came out and talked about the kind of hateful comments that she was getting, if she came out and told everybody the reason why she has personal security that goes with her every single place, it's a lot. And so it's not just Caitlin Clark fans or Indiana Fever fans. It is not all going in one direction.
Caitlin Clark, the Iowa sensation, has officially closed the book on her first year in the WNBA. And it's safe to say she changed the league in ways no rookie ever has. Known for her limitless shooting range and elite playmaking, she became must-watch basketball all year long. Every game she played drew record-breaking crowds, both in person and on TV. Sadly, her debut season ended earlier than many hoped, with a tough playoff loss to the Connecticut Sun. But even with that abrupt ending, her impact on the Fever, and the league as a whole, is undeniable. At home or on the road, she was the engine behind the biggest attendance numbers in the league.
Wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie, targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. She said, now they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last.
Whenever Clark hit the floor, arenas were packed to the brim. Fans traveled from all over the country just to see her pull up from deep, drop jaw-dropping assists, and showcase a basketball IQ far beyond her years. Her performances weren't just entertaining, they were magnetic. The Indiana Fever skyrocketed in popularity because of her, becoming one of the league's most watched teams. But with Clark out of the playoffs, it's hard to ignore the reality. The WNBA is losing a huge piece of what made this season must-see.
The Clark effect is definitely real. I mean, we can all see that. However, experiencing it in person is totally different. I was at the Fever and Indiana game last night, and the amount of 22s that I saw on the way to the arena and inside the Capital One Arena might as well have just been a home game for Caitlin Clark. Not Indiana, Caitlin Clark. The thing is, that didn't surprise me. But what did surprise me was how packed the game.
It's not only Fever fans who feel her absence. The WNBA as a whole is already watching viewership slide without Caitlin in the mix. Weekend matchups, normally the league's biggest draws, are now projected to slump in ratings. Fans weren't tuning in just for their hometown squads, they were tuning in for Clark. Her game had become appointment TV. Caitlin Clark didn't just play for the Fever, she elevated the entire league. And without her on the court, the WNBA loses its biggest attraction.
Electrifying performances turned her into must-see TV. Caitlin Clark has transcended her role as just a team player. She has become a superstar whose influence extends far beyond the Fever. Her absence from the playoffs is a loss not only for her team, but for the entire WNBA, as her gravitational pull was a major driving force behind the league's growing audience.
Parcher, do we think that these new WNBA fans are going to stick around for the rest of the playoffs? The Liberty Aces series might be one that draws some numbers. The disparity between 1.8 million and around 400,000 is wild, especially with football season being in full.
It's incredibly rare for a rookie to shake up a professional league this dramatically, but Caitlin Clark is anything but ordinary. From the second she laced up for her first WNBA game, she commanded the spotlight. Her electric performances put her in conversations usually reserved for all-time greats, with comparisons to NBA icons like LeBron James and Steph Curry. The buzz she generated wasn't limited to Fever fans. She became a league-wide sensation. Her ability to score at will, while still creating for teammates, made her unlike anything the WNBA has seen before. And the fact that so many people tuned out once she exited the playoffs says everything about the kind of impact she's made, all in just her rookie season.
So many fans have chosen to tune out of the WNBA playoffs without her speaks volumes about the immense impact she has had in just a single season.
Now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has got.